The Mississippi congressman who has proposed removing Donald Trump's Secret Service protection is addressing pushback to that proposal tonight.
Yeah, Congressman Benny Thompson spoke exclusively with 16 WAPT's Scott Simmons about the controversial legislation. Scott, is he backing down on that bill in light of the shooting?
No, he's not. In fact, Benny Thompson is on the House Homeland Security Committee, one of two committees in Congress currently investigating the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. He says his bill did not target Donald Trump, even though it was filed in April.
We won't know seriously where former President Trump stand in this situation until he goes before the judge.
Mississippi Congressman Benny Thompson says he is not backing down on his bill that would remove the Secret Service protection for former President Donald Trump because he is a convicted felon. Thompson says the measure hasn't been debated yet and Trump has not been sentenced.
They're in the custody of the Department of Corrections. So we wanted to clear the air on that. Former President Trump right now is the only convicted felon that's a protectee. President Biden's son, if he gets convicted, he too would be subject to that situation. So it's anybody.
He says also that he will not heed critics who want him off the forthcoming task force that is investigating the assassination attempt. Thompson is on the House Homeland Security Committee that is currently investigating how the Secret Service provided security in Pennsylvania and stopped short of saying that agency dropped the ball.
They take their job seriously, but sometimes the pressures to get an event on the books and done, you make missteps. And so part of what the oversight responsibility will be for this committee is to see if and what missteps occurred, correct them so that it won't happen again.
As that investigation is still in its early stages, Thompson defends that there are currently more than 30 persons with Secret Service protection. And if convicted and sentenced as a felon, they too would lose that protection, not just Trump.
We're a nation of laws. If a president breaks the law, becomes a convicted felon, and is sentenced to jail, he shouldn't have the taxpayers of this country protecting him in jail.
And Thompson says he won't entertain calls from state Republicans like Shad White for him to resign from office. This task force formation on the study and investigation of the Trump assassination comes up before the full House tomorrow. We're live tonight in Jackson. Scott Simmons, 16 WAPT.